Hey guys, this is Vishal Dandote, and in this video we will see what is the state in our React application and how we can use the state in the React application. So before we start, let's see the definition or let's understand what is the state. So state, we can simply say state are nothing but the data which is related to component and which can be changed. So it's simple definition. So whenever we are talking about the state, so state are nothing but the data which is about or which is related to component which can be changed as per maybe that may be based on the logic. So so whenever we are talking about the state, so state is nothing but simply we can say it is the object in a React JS application or in the React component. And whenever we need to use that, we need to write some specific hooks or some specific methods. And using that only we can mutate or we can change the state into the React application. So it means we cannot directly modify the state in the React component. As we discuss, React component are nothing but just the functions which is rendering or which is returning our HTML code or JSX code. So basically, whenever we are talking about the state, so state cannot change directly. What is meant by it or why change state are not changeable directly without using hooks or use state method. So let's see that. So for understanding this type of scenario, so first you need to understand the React rendering part. So whenever we are talking about the React rendering part, so we can simply say use state or this dot set state is a nothing but the special method which is already built into the React, which will help a React to understand this code has been changed or this part has been changed, and that time I need to re-render my HTML snippet or that specific element. So that's why we are using state in the React application or in the React component. Basically, if we directly use the variables which we can directly modify, or let's say if we push any value into the array or reassign any value to variable, that time our React code will not get a re-render because it is understandable or it is understand to vanilla JavaScript, but it cannot be understand to React application or React code because React has some standard or its rules for for rendering purpose. So that's why it will not going to render our HTML code or our React application. So for re-rendering that particular code that component, or we can say that HTML or JSX snippet, we can simply use the use state hook or use state method. Use state method, or we can simply say that if that is in class-based component, that is called set state method. So let's see how we can use the state or what are the differences. For example, let's say I will create some variable here for now. Let's say let my name, and here I will simply say Vishal, and after that I will reassign particular value for this variable in the set timeout. So set timeout, we can simply say set timeout, and here I will simply use the arrow function, and after the 1 second, this name should be my name equal to okay Vishal, something like this. And if you run this code, or if you can see, sorry, we need to bind that with the our React component or JSX. So my name, if you run this code, you will see, you can able to see Vishal, but you cannot see okay Vishal, because it is not understandable to React or a React component or the React uh, compiler that I need to re-render this particular snippet, because React had some rules and regulation for mutating that component level state. And whenever we need to do that, or whenever we need to mutate our state or use our state, we need to use state hook, or use state the we can simply say function which is provided by React. So for that we can simply say import, and here we can simply say from React. So it is provided by React, so we will simply say use state. And for this we can simply create one variable here, and after that use state, and here I will simply say Vishal, and here we can simply say my name, it's nothing but my name, and after that set my name. So what this use state is doing, so it is taking initial value of our variable, which is nothing but this. So this is the nothing but array slice, or we can simply say um, this is the core JavaScript concept, where we are simply getting value this function, whatever this function will return. So basically this is nothing but it has two values, basically set my name function, or and first one is called variable, a state variable. So here I will simply remove this code, and whenever I need to make these changes, or whenever I need to uh, change this variable or my name as okay Vishal, I can simply call to use state, sorry, use my set my name function, and here I will simply pass okay, and here Vishal. And if you save this code, and you can see now React is able to understand that I need to change the value of this variable, which is Vishal, and it should be okay Vishal after 1 second. So that's why we are using the state. So we can use a number of use state function for defining our state. But for example, let's say if you are using a class based component, what you will do? You will simply use this dot use state, sorry, this dot set state function, which will set, this is that is same like as a this set my name function, which will set, or which will change your state value or state variable value. So in this way you can simply, but I am going to use all the function based component in this series. So I will go through the or I will simply use state hooks in the React. So that's why I have used the useState hook, and I hope you understand why we need to use useState hook for changing our data or component level state into the React application. We will see more detail about the React component state or the state in the next video or the next lecture. But for now, keep in mind whenever we need to mutate, or whenever we need to change something into the React application, that time we need to use the state, or we need to work with the state, and into the state we need to work with the use state method. Using that only we can mutate our state or we can change our state. We cannot mutate our state directly. For example, as I told you, I cannot do like this. This is Vishal. And if you try to do that, you can see you are getting error. Assignment to constant variable. This can be anything, but till you can see we are directly mutating the value for my day, but after 1 second it is not getting or it is not re-rendering our component. That's why we are not mutating state directly into the React application. If you like my video, please subscribe the channel and add the comment if you have any question, so I will answer you in the next video. Thank you so much guys for watching. See you in the next lecture. Bye.